In many real-world scenarios, like waiting in a line or service queue, it is important to process tasks or customers in the order they arrive. This is where the queue data structure comes in handy. A queue works on first in, first out principles, meaning that the first element added is the first one to be processed, just like the first person in the line is the first to be served. In this tutorial, we will create this app, as seen on the screen, that allows the user to add and remove and search for people in the queue. For example, if I want to search the queue for names that contains LI, I just type in LI, and then all the names that contain the letter LI are filtered and displayed here. And then if I want to delete from the queue, I can just click on DQ button, the red button. At the moment, the queue has 4 names: Alice, Bob, Charlie, and David. So now I will delete from the queue. As you see, Alice was deleted. If I wanted to, I can now add a new person to the queue. I'll just add James, 30. To add a new person to the queue, I need to click on NQ, which is the green button. And as you can see, James was added to the end of the queue. And then if I want to peek to see who is the next person in the queue, for example, for an appointment to be seen, just click on the peek at front person button, the blue button, and then it should say or show Bob. Yeah, Bob is the next person to be seen in the queue. So now I would delete Bob from the queue. Just click on DQ to remove Bob from the queue. As you can see, Bob has been removed from the queue. And then if I click on the peek button again, it will be Charlie that is the next one to be seen within the queue. And this is the functionality we are creating in this tutorial. We will now implement the content view to use the queue data structure. At state private var matching people So the purpose of that variable is to hold an array of matching people in our filter. That should be called person and not people. At state private var people we create another array called people, and that is to populate our list. At state private var q equals q person we create and initialize an empty queue array. At state private var DQ'd person, which is optional. @state private bar new person name. So this will hold a new name for the person that we can enter to be stored within the queue. @state private bar new person age string @state private bar search name string @state private bar show alert equals false, and @state private bar alert message. The next thing we need to do is delete lines 23 and then add a navigation view. VStack and then a form. Within our form we have some sections. It's called all people. If people dot is empty, if the array is empty, display this message: no people in queue. We just add some style to the text element. Footnote. Foreground color grey. Else that means it's not empty, so we can populate our list. Make sure each element within the list is unique by using .id. Person in. VStack alignment. Leading. Text. Person name. Font. Headline. Text. Age. Person age. Font. Subheadline. Missed out a bracket on lines 39. And another closing bracket. Just compile it. The next thing we need to do is to add a section to enable searching. So we had that section after lines 49, section, header, text, search people, VStack, add a text element, search name, add a spacer, text field, enter name to search, and the name to search on will be the search name, dot text field, text field style, rounded order text field style, auto capitalization, is none, dot frame, max width 200, dot on change, of search name, new value in, so on line 63 we need to create or call a method called search people by name. So I just add a comment here, search people by name, just add a to do, next thing we need to do is after line 67 we need to display all the matching people based on the search criteria, based on this variable, and then populate our list with all the matching people or all the matching names based on the search criteria. Matching people dot is empty, text, no matching people found, font dot footnote, foreground color gray, else populate our list with the matching search criteria. VStack, alignment, leading, text person, dot name, dot font, dot headline, text, age, person, dot age, dot font, dot subheadline. The next thing we need to do is add the input field to allow the person to add a new person, to allow the user to add a new person to the list or to the queue, so that the information can be repopulated on the list. So we do that after lines 93. Section, header, text, add a new person, so to add a new person we need to create a VStack for our UI elements, HStack, text element that has the word name, and spacer, and the text field to enable the user to enter the new name of the person that they want to add. New person name. And we do a similar thing for the age afterwards. Text field, style, rounded, border, text style, dot frame, max width 200, and we do the same thing for the age. So we just copy lines 97 to 104, and then we just paste it after lines 104 anywhere here. Update name to be age, enter age, new person's age, and for the max width just make it 100. And then we just add a spacer to push the buttons to the bottom. So we'll be focusing on the buttons next week, next tutorial. And also adding the other methods that's needed for the content view. Thank you for joining us. If you found this tutorial helpful, please comment, like and subscribe. See you next week.